Hello, lovelies. Today it's Faerie Friday, hence the wings. So today I'm going to do a reading with the gentle wisdom of the Faerie Realms, but also I want to show you my handy dandy Black Moon Astrology cards. So also I have tea. This is a peppermint herbal tea and it's delicious. I just put a little bit of Splenda in mine. Just a little bit of sweetness to add to that nice peppermint tea. It is delicious. So I'm going to let this steep for a minute. So, as we get on with our reading, I hope you'll join me with an open heart, an open mind, and a nice cup of tea. Delicious. Let's get to it. So lovelies, I was going to show you this Black Moon Astrology Cards that I just received. And they have a little guidebook that comes with it. But just look at these cards, they're so pretty. Chiron for healing, 7th house, the sun, Sagittarius, Uranus, Venus, Cancer, Pisces, Lilith, Black Moon Lilith mystery, Yod, destiny, 5th house, creativity, Mars, North Node, life's purpose. So all of these, I'm a little bit rusty with my astrology, so I look forward to learning more about these astrology cards and what they mean and how they correlate with traditional tarot cards. So I'm excited to be learning about those, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to incorporate them in the Friday Fairy reading, but if not, I will probably incorporate them into some of my other readings. So be on the lookout for the Black Moon Astrology Cards. So that's going to be fun. So today we've got 3 cards. Got my peppermint tea here. It's delicious. Wonderful. Okay, so we got card 1, card 2, and card 3. Now, more than one card or one charm may resonate with you. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. But card number 1, we have this little boy charm. It looks like a little boy. He's got his little baseball cap on, and I just get this feeling of playfulness and fun surrounding this little boy. This may represent a little boy in your life. It may be a son, a nephew, a brother, but it's this little boy, and he's very playful and very mischievous and into everything. So I'm sure everyone who has a little boy in their life thought of some little boy that meets that description. But this little boy brings, like I said, that playfulness into your life and lightens the mood, makes things more fun. And so the card here is vision. And so let's see what the fairies say about vision. It says, what is it you desire passionately? Make it as vivid and real in your imagination as possible. Write about it. Find pictures that remind you of it. Meet people who have manifested it. and then keep your eyes open to see it. So some of you may have heard of a vision board. And what a vision board is you take maybe a poster board or something like that, and you put pictures on it that represent whatever it is you're trying to manifest, what your goals are, and that kind of thing. For example, if you are wanting to go to Paris, you may find pictures of the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, Notre Dame, all these different things associated with Paris, and glue them to your vision board, so it reminds you of what your goal is and what your vision is, and that actually helps imprint it into your subconscious, so that everything that you do is guiding you toward whatever it is you're trying to manifest. And so that's why it's saying make it as vivid and real in your imagination as possible. You may meditate on it for a minute. If your vision is to be a successful musician, imagine what that would look like. What would that look like for you? How would that feel? And really focus on that emotion, because that's what really draws in what you're trying to attract to you. That vision might be, to marry the love of your life. That vision might be to have a successful career. The possibilities are endless. The world is your oyster, so to speak. But it also helps to write affirmations, such as, I attract abundance, I am successful, whatever it is you're hoping to achieve, write it down as an affirmation, as if it is already here, as if it's already manifested. It may be, I am financially free, I am, happy, healthy millionaire, whatever the case may be. Write it down, and that kind of helps also imprint it into your subconscious. You might want to try networking, meet people who have done what you are planning to do. If you're wanting to, for example, be a nurse, talk to some nurses, see what their take is on it. Or if you wanted to be a pilot, talk to a pilot. You may find out after talking to the pilot that you don't really want to be a pilot, but it may give you some other direction that you feel like you're supposed to go in. So either way, if you do these things, I feel like you'll benefit from it either way. But also, don't be so dang serious. It's really, things seem to go a lot smoother if you have this playful attitude. Instead of getting upset when things don't go as expected, because expectations are just a setup for disappointment on some level. So instead of expecting, whatever it is you're expecting, take on this approach of, let's just see what happens, and take on this playfulness of, if something doesn't go the way I'd planned, call it a plot twist and keep moving. Make it a game, make it fun, because that's what's going to help you ease into whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So that is card number 1. Card number 2, this charm is a little heart, and it says uncle, which I find very interesting. I've seen hearts that say mom, I've seen hearts that say dad, I have not seen a heart that says uncle. So it could represent an actual uncle that you're close to. It could represent someone that may be a friend of the family that you call Uncle so-and-so. It could be something like, how back in the old days they would, twist your arm and say, I'm not letting go until you say uncle, and they really put that pressure on you. Maybe you've got some pressure, that you're feeling. Maybe something's on your heart that's making you feel like you're under pressure, and you're about ready to say uncle and give up. But that may be, something that you're dealing with right now. So it could have several different meanings for different people. Let's see what the card number 2 says. Choices. Let's see. What do the fairies say about choices? It says, so many paths, so many directions. Often all you need to do is choose a path and start moving. If it is not for you, choose another. If you are stuck, just choose a path and get moving. Soon you will know if you are going the way you want. And so I think that's really important to remember, is that you always have choices. You are not as stuck as you feel like you are. You may not like all the choices available to you, but you always have options. You always have choices. So sometimes you just gotta put one foot in front of the other and keep it moving, is what this is saying. Sometimes the path won't reveal itself until you set foot forward. And then say you get down this path and you realize this is not for me. There's too much drama. There's too much shenanigans. There's too many things to trip over, too many hiccups, whatever the case may be. If it's not for you, the universe has a way of letting you know it's not for you. If you're really struggling and it's, if it's really giving you a hard time, maybe it's not meant for you. And so that was a hard lesson I had to learn around this time last year. So I'm very thankful for that lesson. I'm very thankful that I stuck with the decision that I chose. But that, and it may be difficult to make a choice. But hence something's giving you a hard time, something's putting pressure on your heart. That may be a tough choice to make. But sometimes giving any answer is better than giving a wrong answer, or better than, giving a wrong answer is better than not giving any answer. Sometimes making a choice is better than being stuck, even if it may not be the ideal choice. You can always change your mind. You can always change your path. It's kind of like that Led Zeppelin song that says, yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. And I think that's very profound. But either way, soon enough, you will know if you're going the way you want. So that's very important to remember. Card number 3. The charm associated with card number 3 is a compass. And what is a compass used for? A compass is used to give direction. It shows you where you're going, which direction you're going. This particular compass has the east and west flip-flopped, but it's, the symbolism is still there. And you may feel like your east and west are flip-flopped. You may feel like you don't know which direction to go. But the song, Always Let Your Conscience Be Your Guide, from the Pinocchio movie, a lot of time, that popped into my head when I pulled this out too. Always let your conscience be your guide. This may be a moral compass. This might be a spiritual compass. But either way, it's important to trust your guides. Whatever, if that's your higher power, if that's spirit guides, angels, ancestors, you know what path you're going is the right one. It will feel right, okay? And that may tie into this choices card too. Like I said, sometimes more than one card or charm resonates, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Card number 3 says joy. And that's exciting. I always like to see joy in my readings. Let's see what the fairies say about joy. Sorry guys, my foot fell asleep, so I had to adjust my seating position. Let's see. Joy says, rejoice in the beauty, grace, and abundance that is within you and your world. Dance, play, celebrate, and have fun filling your life with happiness. Celebrate and share your joy with others. So this is telling you to, find beauty and grace and abundance within yourself and your world. if you're looking for something outside of yourself, whether it's confidence, whether it's love, whether it's, whatever it may be, if you are looking for something to fulfill yourself and it's not something within, you're always going to be looking for it. So the important thing is to find it within yourself first, and then celebrate it, share it. Find your joy and share it with other people. The world needs a lot more joy, and I think a lot of us, can benefit not only ourselves but also the world around us by sharing what we're joyful about, what we're celebrating. And it could be anything. It could be the simple fact that you woke up, got out of bed, and actually made your bed today. That's an accomplishment. Do you know how many people cannot do that? The fact that you can, get up, get out of bed, and go about your day without pain. Do you know how many people are dealing with pain that can't get out of bed even? So it's important to find joy in the little things. Dance, play, and celebrate. Have fun. That's the important thing. It goes back to this little boy here that's telling us to have fun. But also it ties into your compass too. If you don't get joy out of it, maybe that's not meant for you. And it's important to decide what it is that fills your life with happiness, because life is entirely too long to be miserable for the whole time that you're here on this earth in this existence. It's much better if you can find little nuggets of joy in every day. That will help guide you to where you're supposed to be. So wherever you are in life, whatever you're doing, it may feel like overwhelming and it may be a little too much to deal with, but if you're here and you're doing the thing, you're on the right path. It may be a roundabout way of getting to your goal, but we call it the scenic route, right? Sometimes it takes the scenic route to teach us the lessons we're supposed to learn. So anyway, I hope you will find joy in every day, and I hope that you will trust yourself to make the choices that are best for you. And I hope that you keep your vision, keep that goal in mind of what it is you're trying to do. And I wish you all the very best, brightest blessings to all. And I hope you'll keep an open mind and open heart and have a nice cup of tea. Happy Faerie Friday, y'all.